Hello everybody, welcome back to Stanley Parable, and now we're gonna find out what this adventure line is. I can't stand the show, but I have to say it. It's adventure time!
Alright, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable adventure line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Trademarked. Well, I guess I can follow simple instructions like following a line, unless I don't follow the line. I'm following it because it looks neat and it's yellow. It's bright and yellow and it's pretty.
See, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
I'm a rebel.
Wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there. Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is, in fact, a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
I don't know what he was talking about before, but this is awesome. This music's awesome! Whoosh!
Cut the music. Go back and look at that film. Stanley, this film will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
It's a green fern. With 100 and 20 leaves. No, 126. Yeah, okay. 126. Y'all remember that. 120.
We're back at the office? No. Like, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
I'm confused.
Oh, no, not again. Like, how could you have done this to us? And we trusted you. After
Pirate!
everything we've been through.
Who's the pirate?
No, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Wait. But there's a pirate. $427. I have to remember that.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
But that's 437's office. I can dig it.
Now, yes, this is exciting. It's just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Okay. We're gonna go and, we're going to go on an adventure in a robot facility. And,
No, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor links. Just don't acknowledge it. We should be fine.
okay. I'm kind of accidentally following it, though. Well, at least it went up into the roof. I can't follow it that way.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that some
Pretty red line.
we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with that counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since
Yes.
the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Okie dokie.
Oh, what's this? A confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending?
What?
And we're supposed to restart the game eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why do I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Good.
And the timer stopped. Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite
Yeah.
sure if I'm the destination or the journey. Though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Oh, the, it's okay, Bella. I don't know what that was, but it's okay. What's up, Bella? My brain is broken now. Oh, logic. If someone goes too fast with it, it's brain melting.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Narrator friend? What's going on? I thought you weren't gonna restart the game. I'm confused. I am so very confused right now.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
There's the line. Oh my God, where's it? What about the line?
Wow, yes, this room.
Yeah, this is great.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Well, find the line. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, well, alright.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Oh, alright. Shit.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Let it ball up. Oh, hey! Using slides to ensure that employees are... Wow. I can't read. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Number of slides on this slide. Slide, charts on slides. Yup. I like it. Rate at which charts on the same slide depict the same information. Oh. Rate of increased graphs per slide. Oh. Circle the top 20 things that you love most about your boss. Fill out the...
Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all. He seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything. This is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
Yep. Comatose is a dream for the future. Tips for not getting fired. Talk less to unbelief. Okay, the next slide is the one I was trying to read before. Let it ball up inside you take it out passive-aggressively on other coworkers, resent coworkers for not supporting you more, let it ball up inside you. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Alright. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some... Okay. Right. I'm just gonna look over here real quick. Who moved my Is that like blurred out or erased? I can't tell. The future was yesterday. Tomorrow is now. Complete today's unfinished agenda. Is it weird that I'm enjoying standing in an office? Let's just go. Right. Let's just go. I haven't watched any videos, but I know there's a thing in there. I'm gonna save that for later, for a full episode, maybe.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright.
Staring into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Okay.
Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination. If he knew that the combo was 2845, it would be another story entirely. But no, this is what he was going to do instead.
2845. I gotta remember that while I fuck around with this thing.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
No, I'm not.
Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
There's a being inside my head that's trying to tell me something. I can't figure out what it is. I suppose that's the game telling me that.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. I got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Oh, I don't know who voiced you, Mr. Narrator, but he is awesome, and so are you. Oh my god. Well, I'm glad I don't have to remember that number. Oh, come on. Hit the goddamn button. Thank you. You said there was no way I could have known. I can't believe they did that. That was awesome. Pardon. Alright. I'm running out of time for this episode, so I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. I'm going to pause it. Hi guys, welcome back to the Stanley Parable. You missed a little bit of dialogue, I'm sorry, because I couldn't pause it fast enough, but...
Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
But this one says escape. I'm out of here.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Oh, alright. He hasn't really lied to me, so that way must be violent death. Alright.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it, and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Yes. Oh shit, what was my number?
The lights rose on an enormous room.
Yeah, I thought that it was this room.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Am I 472? 432?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's code skills. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on the screen, and since one of them eternally locked on this place where freedom meant nothing.
Is that one me? Wish I could read that. Well. No, there's no way that's me. 473? Is that me? No. I'm gonna look at all of these monitors and just find one that looks weird. Like that one. My 437. Four. I know I'm in the fours. 432? Is that me? 432. No. Whatever. I'm going to push a button.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe it couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it entirely? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life.
Why are there just random...
Control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yes.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
That is a giant 4. I feel like that's important. I want to push it. Right then. Oh, that's a giant monitor. Could you imagine playing, like, I don't know, Borderlands on that or something? Call of Duty?
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
So I guess off? Oops. I think I broke it.
Blackness and a widening chill of uncertainty. Was it over? He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled control from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slid open, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized that this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to live to live. No longer would anyone tell him to go, or to go, or anything. Whatever life lives, it would be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Is this my final choice? Can I just go back in? Because not gonna lie, that looks like just a big ass monitor. Birds?
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of exploration, the immense possibility of the new path before him.
I'm really sorry about the clipping sounds, guys. I don't know what's going on.
Right now, things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
I feel like that kind of half ruins the experience. Oh my god, I beat the game! I guess this is the last episode. No, I know there's more to do. I'm gonna keep playing this for a while. I feel. I'll probably add this bit to the last episode. See you guys later.